Yeah, hold on. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk about it. Ooh, that boy a critic, yeah, he talk too much. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk about it. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk too much. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk it, he don't live it. Ooh, that boy a critic. Ooh, that boy a critic. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk it, he don't live it. Ooh, that boy a critic. Yeah, I know. Straight to the conversation.
Yep.
Let me get comfy. Yeah. I got legs showing. Peace. Big love. Big blessings. Even bigger living. Everything that come with it and everything in between. You are tuned in to Thinking Out Loud with Samuel David. It's just a conversation. Couple things happening today. You can see we don't got no blue wall behind us. This is a pull-up. This called an away game. I had to do a pull-up on my special guest, my brother,
Yes, sir.
my Rellie Cuh,
Yes, sir.
CEO, No Boundaries,
Yes, sir.
ICT Blackout Awards, Best Rapper of the Year, Connector of the People. The Outside remix was one of the hottest things outside. Um, a true conversationalist. My man, my mellow, Scoon.
What's happening, big dog?
What's up, baby?
What's
How
happening?
are you on this
Good,
beautiful
good,
day?
Man. Come on, man.
You good? Everything Gucci?
Can't complain, man.
Hey, man,
Here.
we here, and we could have been anywhere else.
Yeah.
Hey, this couch is mad comfy. Shout out to J Love sponsoring the set today. You see No Boundaries behind us. You see how we rocking. Hey, my first question I gotta ask, Scoon. How is your spirit, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Kids is good. We been working, team is moving, so shit, I can't complain, man. I keep it simple.
I like that energy.
Keep it simple.
They always say if you complain, it don't change shit.
Nah, you gotta keep going.
You feel me?
Control what you can control.
Oh, you preaching. Oh, you preaching already. Listen, I told my wife when I said I'm pulling up on Scooney. I'm pulling up on my Rellie Cuh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of rapper energy. A lot of rapper energy. I've had rappers on the show. But I don't really, we don't go all the way to the rapper energy.
Let's
But
go.
I'm gonna
Let's
pull it
talk
out of you,
about it.
Scoon,
Yeah,
because
we're gonna talk about it.
you the best rapper. The people claimed it. They said you that deal.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man, knowing you've been doing this thing for a minute, a lot of niggas think you just jumped off the porch. But you mini tapes in. I could probably go all the way back to 2011?
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid joint? What's
Yeah,
it? Keep me
Kool-Aid
honest.
Kush.
Kool-Aid Kush.
2011.
Right? 2011. Then at 2022, we say you the best rapper. How that feel after all the work you put in?
Man, it's validating. It's like, it's really taking the stair route. It's like no fast forward, no microwave music, just head down and stay down with your plan, Like they say it's easier to turn around and start over, so might as well just keep going with it.
Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Man, so do you feel the need to put 30 to 40 tracks on every album? Or you just be in the zone and you like, whatever y'all get, whatever I got to give, I'm going to give it to y'all, and then you just on to the next?
That too. I mean, it's just the work, man. I might just have my head down, lock in the studio, and I look up and I just got a collection of songs, you know what I'm saying? And if it feels right, if it's necessary, I'm gonna do it. But I've been doing this like this is me though. This is what I've been doing. My first mixtape, I'm giving niggas a 30 clip. Like just go look back. Like this is what I do. It ain't nothing far fetched for me. And we come from the era like we grew up on All Eyes on Me and
Come on, man.
Life After Death. So to me, it's just rap. It's like if that's what you do, like why it shouldn't be nothing to give the people music like 15 songs in 365 days. It's like, come on, man. It's something going on every day. So it's like, how you an NBA player and you shooting 60% from the free throw line? Get in the gym, go shoot. Oh, you a rapper? Go rap. Talk about it. You the voice. Go talk about it.
That part. Some niggas ain't really rapping. They just think it's fun.
It's just work to me.
I like that energy.
I can't hold on to it. Like we not here forever. So it's like, I'm not trying to win a Grammy with every song. I'm not trying to win a Grammy with every album. Like, it's just, like you said, it's just a conversation.
It's just a conversation.
It's real rap. It's a conversation. I give you some work. Here, have it.
I like that energy, man. Let's take it a step back, man, because you mentioned All Eyes on Me, the double disc, how we grew up on hip-hop. What's your biggest inspiration when it comes to music-wise? Like, what made you say, oh, I can do this thing?
Really, just growing up in the house where music was always playing. My pops, he's a vinyl collector. 70s soul music. So it wasn't even like rap initially. To me, it was just like the sonics, the melodies, the beats. Because
Yeah.
it's like I'm too young to comprehend the lyrics or really what's going on. So first thing that's catching you is just the sound.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with that, and then so when the rap came, it was just like it was just a whole nother vibe. I didn't really think I could do it. I was still in love with the beats,
Mhm.
but as I got older, it's like I seen some of my friends rapping. It's like, all right, let me kind of jump in there,
Yeah.
and it
And
just kind
get
of
busy.
grew. It just kind of grew.
I was scrolling today. You know, my favorite type of music is old school. Motown
Yeah,
type, that vibe. Ozzy Buzz is my favorite, and it's funny you say not
yeah.
really listening to the lyrics, just listening to the beat. I was an adult when I realized this nigga Ron was like, I love the way you release me. I love the way you receive. Like the nigga was talking
He's
really
talking
like
that
he was
that
talking that
sex talk,
talk.
like,
Like
and that's what I'm saying. We too young to get it, so we're really in love with this, just the sonics of it. But yeah,
yeah.
they really talking that shit on
That
there.
shit, man. And it's ill even growing up listening to old school joints. Then your favorite
Yeah,
songs is like,
yeah.
oh, mom's pop used to play that. Oh, but niggas is rapping. Like that's the coast. Like
Even the rap too, because it's like even we might have been young listening to Jay, and it's like you hear it differently when you older. Like, oh, that
yeah.
definitely went over my head. I definitely didn't know what he was
Come
talking about
on,
there.
man.
So it's like, yeah,
Come on.
your ears evolve too.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So you said you started with you seen some of the homies rapping and made you want to jump into it. Plain Jay, that's your
Plain
main
Jay,
man.
that's
That's
my favorite rapper ever.
ever.
That's who I'm talking about. That's who got me rapping. He was the first
Word.
nigga I seen with a rap notebook with lyrics full of them.
No shit. How long ago was this?
This is like 5th grade.
5th grade.
So I'm like, oh yeah, I need if I want to rap or have
Yeah.
any type seriousness in that, I gotta get me around because I'm the producer. You know, I was just all the beats,
Word.
and he's rapping. He's really
Really
chopping this
going
shit
crazy.
down, going on form, like really studying this shit,
Yeah.
studying the bars, the lyrics. So I'm like, oh okay, it's levels. To
Downtown
this.
mixing fabrics, trying to find some magic.
Come on, it's levels to this. So
Yeah, yeah. I like that energy, man.
so
I
it
like
was
that
just
energy.
like I just had to gradually find my way and jump off the porch. And it's funny, like Freddie had mentioned in
Oh, you
his
you must have read the
come on.
questions because I was gonna jump into it.
Fred,
Oh
Fred,
man, I was gonna
Freddie
jump
like,
into
yo,
it.
like, yeah, Scooney know me like, yeah, him and Jamal, they was the real rappers. I'm kind of in the back because I wasn't on their level. Like these
Word.
niggas was animals. Like these
Mm.
real rapping ass niggas, and I wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
I still had my rhyme book, but I wasn't ready to jump off the porch and like, yo, I'm here too. Like these niggas was on it. So like watching niggas like that, like take the craft serious at a
Yeah.
young age, like that's what really got me to start really getting in my composition book. Like, all right, let's take this shit serious. Because when you come out there, it's them type of niggas out there that
Yeah.
they not about to play with you.
100.
Big
100.
Cliff, he one of them. Like all them dudes.
And you're talking about to play with you and and keep me honest here. It sounds like because I know you was an athlete
Yeah,
growing up, right?
yeah.
I know your kids are athletes. Did you take on that type of mindset like, yo, I can't hit the court unless I'm
You gotta put in that work.
that part? That's
Yeah,
fire.
definitely.
MWB, Music Without Boundaries. Who was all in that squad? Who's all part of that? Because it has this.
Now or just
Who's like the
origin?
original, the originators?
Uh,
Word to Jazzo now.
yeah, Plain J, Ace, LT, Potts. Them was just the original, the core of it.
Yeah.
And we had, other factions around it. But yeah, those were the original when we made the Takeover mixtape together. Like that was the conglomerate that initially started it.
I remember the Takeover mixtape, and it's funny because many moons ago I had a beat from Plain J that I never did nothing with, which is wild. So in MWB back then, how is it a different iteration now with no boundaries?
I mean, it's the same thing, really. They just, we all kind of had the same role back then. We were all just rappers. We still didn't really know, like, all right, it's different pieces that you might need. So I
Yeah.
mean, even if they might not be rapping or doing that, they still have their hands in other things. Like I make sure Plain he's gonna be on something every year that I do. Like
Word.
even if he don't want to, he might not even know it. Like he got so much shit. I figure out a way to incorporate him in my music. But now no boundaries. Just transition into that. It's just expanding the team. Like different roles. Everybody got different shit to do. It's not just the same. All right, I got that rap dream. Like it's
Yeah.
everybody has their own niche, their own passion, and we just bring it together. Like make it really no boundaries.
I like that. I like that. What does no boundaries even mean? And then I want to get into to everybody that's involved in no boundaries. What does no boundaries mean? I mean, I can assume, right? But I don't want to assume and then put words in your mouth.
It's just taking whatever you have in life, taking it as far as possible. Like there's no limitations. Like we all have the same starting spot, which is birth. That's why I throw up the inverted pyramids. Birth is the pinnacle. So it's like we all, your peak has already happened. Like we all have the same peak in life, just your opportunity for existence. That's your peak, and it's all the same for everybody. Now, what you do with that is up to you, and that's no boundaries. Like here's your starting point.
Yeah.
These two lines will never meet.
Mm.
So you're building your pyramid all through life. You know, if you want to learn as much, accomplish as much, create as much, your pyramid's gonna be a little bit bigger than the next man. So
100.
when you die, all it does is that pyramid flops over. That's your tomb.
Sheesh. Hey, if y'all ain't know, my nigga Scooney is one of them intellectual
Come on.
type of individuals, and he gonna bring it every time.
I'll tell the story on inverted pyramids, man.
You break the whole thing down for
I
him.
kind of break it down in a short clip, like before the song. But yeah, birth is your pinnacle. We all have the same pinnacle of life.
100%. I like that, man. See, at face value, I would have thought no boundaries was a Midwest thing because it's the Midwest, the middle, and it's no borders.
That's how it started,
essentially.
but we had to make it more broad. It's like we can't just. At first, it was Midwest Ballers, MWB.
Okay.
So it's like that's not. It doesn't include everybody. Like, we're kind of we putting a cap on ourselves. Like,
100.
let's take it far as no boundaries.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, before we got started, man, hold on, but man, let me even preface it with this. I think this might be my 10th interview we on when this drop, man. And you know, I normally do the conversational piece where I reach out to folks and get them on. You the first person. I had to go through the manager to get on the show, man. Like, shout out to J Love, and I like that because you my man's in real life.
Yeah, come on.
But I love that layer of that filter, right? That's important. And off camera, J Love poured us up some of this Don Julio tequila. I'm gonna take a shot.
Let's do that.
And he poured up a drink. This ain't a
that ain't no shot.
This ain't no shot. This a drink. But I'm gonna still see what we working with, man. Because my favorite part of the show is celebrating my guests, getting the information, hearing your story. But I also like to see what this thing here does to us in the conversation because it definitely shifts the conversation. And I want to get spicy today. I feel like getting spicy.
I'm with it.
So I want to cheers. Salud. The biggest love, the biggest blessings. You know my joint never above you, never below you, always at your side. You shooting the whole thing?
Man.
I appreciate that, man. We're going to get into the all-white party,
No,
man.
I'm not shooting this, man.
Okay, this is just a sip.
Crazy. Like,
Thank you. Because, like, yo, I don't do peer pressure, but I was like, yo, we here.
Nah.
Say less. I'm going to take a quick sip, man. Oh, that's spicy.
Shout out to Don, man.
Shout out to the Don, man. So we talking MWB, we talking No Boundaries, we talking the squad. I mentioned J Love. For the people that may not know, break down who No Boundaries is.
It's a whole team. I got Just is a jack of all trades. He do a little bit of everything. He's behind the camera. He's behind the boards. He's editing music, footage. He plays the saxophone. J Love is just, that's my baby Suge. You know what I'm saying? He's like
my Virgo brother.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good. He's a Virgo because for his position, he never needs to be too high and too low. He never gets too excited. You can't, get him too hype on the song. He's just gonna be like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it keeps you leveled as an artist and humbled. Like, nah, keep working. Like, this nigga's never gonna do a backflip over a song. So I'm gonna make something hotter tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Dano is he's a brain. He's an A&R. He's an exec. Like he takes the history that he knows from music and he's navigating this new era and giving everybody knowledge, keeping everybody on their toes.
100.
Loud is a beast behind that camera. Like he's does all my visual work. And it's just like, as a rapper, I couldn't do all this shit by myself. Like, I don't have time. Like you said, J Love reached out. He made the connection. Like, I don't have time to make 1,000 songs like I want to do.
Yeah.
And take pictures and edit and then do footage and then be out in the streets trying to navigate, put pieces together. Like, it's just too much. Like, you do it, but then you figure out, like, man, you working too hard.
No, that's real, man. I think that's something that happens often. I mean, we had a conversation in the studio one time. He was like, I just want to be able to rap. That's it. And it's important to be able to delegate and trust. Like, that's the strength of the team. And I've been around the squad. You're one of the few folks that can get me to the studio late night, right, on purpose. And it's great situation, conversation. And being around the squad is like, yo, I see everybody's position and role they play. Nobody is higher than nobody. Nobody's lower.
Nobody's
right?
higher.
But
no position is better than the next position. And we hold each
That
other
part.
accountable. We gonna argue, fight over it. And that's how I know it's like, it ain't just like, no, just happy to be here shit.
Yeah, dream team type shit.
Yeah.
And everybody respects the end game, the end goal. But that's a really smart thing because a lot of artists struggle to find folks who may have their own separate thing, but also are aligned with that overall vision. And so then niggas might find themselves in a spot where they trying to do everything and nothing is getting done accordingly.
Or at a quick enough pace,
Or at a quick
quality,
enough pace.
because you're stretching yourself thin. I can't be the best rapper if I have to be the best photographer, best editor, engineer.
Come on, man.
Street team. Like, it's just gonna drain too much out of my purpose.
Yeah.
Like, let me be great at what I do. Let him be great at what he does. That way
100.
you got 500% coming at you, not 25% coming at you.
Yeah.
You hit niggas with that full.
That shit,
full
boink, boink.
fist.
Yeah. Now, tell me this though, man. How do you find the trust, the part to be able to let go and be like, you know what? How did y'all build that? Because it don't happen overnight.
No, I definitely don't. But that's trial and error too, because it's not like this was the first go at it. You know what I'm saying? It was like you really got to find that right. All right, who's with it, who's wants to sacrifice, because that's what it is. It really is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's time, and it's like you said, it's trusting one purpose. So really, it's just trial and error, bro.
100%. I like that, man. I like that energy. I mentioned you one of the few folks that can get me into the studio late at night. I can tell wifey I'm about to pull up on Scooney and she like, go have fun. You know what I'm saying? And being there from midnight to 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
You have an impeccable work ethic, bro. Like, even being in the studio late with you is dope because the whole squad be there. Then you got Heaven on the Paper Plate serving. Like, it's just the whole environment.
Yeah.
I say I love a Scooney session. I love a No Boundary session because it comes with so much energy, man, and so much, like, organic cookups.
Yeah, that's
right?
what it is. We turned the studio our club, man.
Come on, man.
Why not get work done and go, instead of wasting it at the club or whatever where you just having fun, but you're not getting no work done. We gonna have fun.
Come on,
and
man.
get work done.
That part.
And stay safe.
And stay safe. It's been. I won't speak on some of the situations at the studio, but it's definitely funny, the different personalities and character traits that be in there.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask is, knowing you live in the studio damn near, bro, like how at any given time, how many different projects do you have going at once?
Man, I would say maybe 5.
5. And how do you decide?
I got maybe 5 or 6 tucked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I tell C, like, shit, you can pull up my hard drive. Like, I told C I'll start rapping when the nigga outwork me. I've been telling him this same shit for years. I will stop rapping when the nigga outwork me.
Come on, man.
But I mean, I love it though.
Yeah.
So you gotta love it like me to put in the work like that.
100%.
Otherwise, being in the studio late at night, like we literally be in there like we dog tired, like, but we're in there working. You know what I'm saying?
That part. And I love it because, like, I can pull up to this, like, I'm not, like, I rap. I'm a rapper. I'm really good at it. I feel like I'm one of them niggas. I've been told I am. I think it's a fact, right? I ain't gonna toot my own horn, beep, beep. But what I love about pulling up to the studio with you is I go in there and it's just legit organic. I don't have no pre-written. We legit. It's conversation, man. It's conversation.
We will literally have a conversation, and then that'll be the concept.
That'll be the concept here. Nigga having relationship issues in the background, right?
You're gonna hear it.
You gonna hear it in the conversation. My marriage is pretty straight, but you've gotten some solid verses from me about some shit.
I get the best. We get the best. I'm telling
You know
you,
what I'm
we
saying?
get the illest shit from you, like just having them conversations, because it's like that perspective is different than just being by yourself and trying to, just. All right, what do they want to hear? Like, no, we have a conversation. Like, everybody's engaged in the conversation, so that already lets you know, yeah, this is what they want to hear.
This is what they want to hear. So let me ask this, man. So, because you mentioned the inverted pyramid and everything that comes with no boundaries, and the conversations that happen in the studio, and a lot of times, like, the clips that you empty on these songs, it's not a lot of overlapping conversations or topics, right? You have a broad wealth of knowledge. Where'd that come from? Like, I was listening to the Mom song today, right? And I hear you talking about moms playing Tupac, right? You grew up with both parents?
Yep.
What is that like? And what did that show you or teach you as a young black man early on?
Just really just staying together at 14 for you know, just having one common goal instead of making it about yourself.
Word.
Like I seen my parents sacrifice for me and my sister. Like they might not have always got along, but it's like you see them like it's bigger than the love part. They clearly got the love. That was their foundation.
Yeah.
But that's not what was necessary once their priorities changed when having kids. So it showed me that it's not about once you get the love out the way, like handle your business.
Yeah.
So, and they sacrificed. They worked hard. So that's pretty much what that showed me.
You had that model. It's dope you even say that though, because I would almost challenge you to say that is love.
Yeah.
Right, being able to have
When
that
y'all
common
sharing
goal
the
of that.
priority,
Come on, man.
Yeah, as your kid, yeah, that's
and it's
that's
bigger
that,
than you.
That's that love.
It's
That's
bigger
real
than you.
love.
Sheesh. Listen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Holler at our sponsors, and then me and Scooney gonna keep this conversation going because I got a long list of things I want to holler about. Check out the sponsors. Whether you are buying or selling a home, sometimes the most important decision that you're going to make is finding the right agent and choosing the right agent to represent you throughout the entire process. Well, Kerry Dunn is that guy. Kerry's with Next Home Excel and is a licensed real estate agent and has been in the game for the past 15 years. Kerry is one of the top producing agents in Wichita and the surrounding areas as well. Listen, buying a home is a big investment, and it's important to have a full-time experienced agent working with you, having your best interest at heart. You can definitely count on Kerry to be responsive to all of your needs, to be knowledgeable about the entire transaction, from contract negotiations to home inspections to appraisals to close. Visit kerrysold.com if you're looking to buy you a new home right now. If you're selling a home, it's equally important to align yourself with an experienced agent who will walk you through the critical stages of pricing your home correctly, as well as preparing that property for the market. At Next Home Excel, they have the best tools in the industry to help you showcase your home to get the most exposure, including professional photography, 3D walkthrough, plus more. Again, visit kerrysold.com to get your process started. Loved ones, we back. We back. You seen the sponsors. I'm still here with my man Scooney. Scoon, man, I ain't even asked you. How the name Scooney come about?
Scooney was a basketball player for Ohio State, point guard. Played with Michael Redd. And we had a basketball team. We were red and black, and we called ourselves the Midwest Ballers. So me just being a fan of Scooney, I just kind of took on his name, and his last name was Penn. So Scooney Penn, it just kind of felt right.
That's kind of hard.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of hard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I just felt his name was cool. So I took the Scooney. I didn't take the Penn part, but
yeah,
it just kind of fit. So
I like that. Listen, we was talking about the parent. We was talking about the parental unit and what that looks like growing up. And then you talk about getting your name from an athlete, man. And I know you an athlete, man. I know you hoop, play football.
Yeah,
you got
football,
track. You had track records.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you had track records.
I had one that
and
got
then,
took from me though.
And then you had your record broken by your son. Like, I can't even. That ain't even a bittersweet thing. That's special. What's that feel like, dog? Like, pause. What's that? How's that feel?
It's funny though because like that was I challenged him like ever since he got there. I'm showing him the record like, yeah, you gotta go get that.
Word.
Like you gotta keep it in the family. Like that's the thing. So it's like to see it happening though. It's like you want your kids to be better than you.
100%.
So like I don't feel no type of way about it. Like I encourage it. Like go kill all my shit. Be better than me. He's already
100.
kills me in the classroom. So
that's hard.
Kill me on the field.
That's hard. Too. Yeah, that's fire, man. And it was dope watching the video because it's the long jump, right?
Yep.
Dope watching the video because not only did he break the record, he sets the new record. Somebody walked in front of him, like that could have been a distraction, but like
focus. It's a different type of focus.
Different
like
energy.
Something different.
Come on, man.
So yeah, that was wild. It was wild, and it's like it took him like all season to get it. Like he was kind of getting close. He had some bad meets where it's like, yeah, you might not even touch this. Like so, you might prepare him to be humbled if you don't.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like mentally, but he was locked in. He was focused, and he's like, yeah, I want that. He's confident. He's one of them. So it's like, all right.
I like that, man. Listen, one of the first songs that made me really, 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 and it might be biased because I'm on the song, but what made me truly become a Scooney hip hop fan. I already knew you could rap. I hear the joints, right? I knew you could rap, but we did the Letter to My Sons joint together.
That was special.
I ain't know you like that then. But to hear you spill about your kids, man, like that's major. And I'm big on the family unit. For those that don't know,
bro, I knew you was the one for that.
You feel me?
Well, like you said, without even really knowing, it's like you can sense what somebody be on.
Come on, man.
So it's like, yeah, this is one for him.
It's important.
Was that before you even had a son, or was Sam?
No, Sam was born.
Sam
I definitely had. Okay. Yeah, I said, "What up, little Sam? You look just like me. Act just like me.
Okay.
Homie caught you writing raps just like me.
Okay. Yeah, he was
like
here.
he was here. But so for you, man, like what did having kids do to you, mentally, spiritually, emotionally? Because I tell you, bro, I have a daughter, and girls are different. Like it really humbles your heart. Boys make, like I always joke, or not even joke, but I make the comment that my daughter made me want to change myself. My son made me want to change the world, right? Because it's like, yo, I got to be a better man. I even heard the Rello interview where you mentioned you didn't get hit with that. You was a good guy back in the day, so you didn't get hit with that curse of,
and that's,
right?
You know what I'm saying? A couple of my homeboys, they got hit with it, so it's just like, but I mean, having boys, yeah, like you said, it's like you want to. It's like the Lion King. It's like you want to change the whole world. So I don't know that perspective from having a girl, but really just having a kid in general, it just makes you mature. It makes you want to stop doing the shit that you was doing, before you had kids. To me, mentally, I was already young thinking about it though. Like how I was living, I was like, I knew I needed like probably a kid to just stop me from doing what I was doing. Like I just always been like observant like that.
100.
So it's like I knew I was gonna be a dad early, and I knew I had the discipline to like really lock in and be like, that's my priority.
100%. I like that. I'm gonna take this quick pause, man, and it's something that I took from Drink Champs outside of the libations to get it loose.
Yeah.
But it's just that I don't want to call it a quick thing, but I want to ask you some either or questions, and you can expound. Or you could,
why?
On why, right? You down for that party?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Sativa or indica?
Indica.
Indica?
What?
Word?
Put me to sleep. I want to be smacked, dead, sleep on the couch, man. I want to try to maneuver through that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fuck with them both. But
you like that challenge? Like that challenge of like.
Put me to sleep, man. I'm trying to maneuver through the day high as I can get.
Look, I ain't mad at it. I'm big on sativa or the hybrid, man. I need to be able to be functional and operate.
I get both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
sometimes if I'm writing a rap and I'm in that mode, I might need a good sativa to just keep me elevated and keep that mental spin. But just preference all day, indica. What?
Indica.
No question.
Wow. Okay. And this is just because I want to answer this question. Smoking or edible?
Smoking.
Word.
Yeah, the edibles don't really do much for me.
You know what, man?
My first experience, I don't know if I unlocked just a certain level. That's probably the highest I've ever been was off that first edible. But after that, yeah, they can't do nothing for me.
That's crazy.
So I'd rather just chill with the smoking shit.
See, I prefer edible because I like the ride. I like to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get that ride anymore. I know that ride. To where you can't get off. You just have to ride it out.
You feel me?
That was the highest I've ever been, but I can't unlock it.
Man, we was on the outside set doing the outside remix. I said, yo, this nigga still smoking. The blunt is out. Oh, he's still smoking. The blunt is out. I said, oh, this nigga. And he's just rapping. He's not functional. There's nothing disrupt. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's wild.
Like,
that's
what
wild. I like that energy, man. I like that. Okay. Kobe or Jordan? Kobe.
Bean.
Ooh, what about Kobe?
He different, man.
Yeah, even though like some of the moves are similar, that's his mental.
It's
like
technology, VCR to DVD.
Yeah,
I'll take the DVD.
I like that
Still
energy.
respect the VCR.
Come on,
tapes
man.
and all that, but
100.
he's just a little bit more technology.
Word. I like that energy. I like that energy. Okay, R.P. Kobe, man, the GOAT, one of my Virgo brothers as well. So knowing you in the sports, knowing you get busy on the track, you get busy on the court and football field, NBA or NFL?
As far as what?
If you could only have one of them joints, which one are you keeping? And everything that comes with it.
Everything that comes with it, I would definitely keep the NBA.
Okay.
Knowing what I know.
Okay.
But I mean, football was probably more fun playing, just the actual sport. But I mean, there's a lot of CTE going on. It's still ran by the white man. I mean, they both ran by the white man, but it's basketball is definitely more, player friendly as far as
definitely
the structure of it, the contracts, and what are they putting on the line as far as their bodies and their mental. So football is just it's more of a gladiator sport.
It's a gladiator sport, man. I couldn't imagine playing football. I ain't trying to get hit.
Get what you can get and get out. You know
I ain't trying
to
get hit, man. I talk to my nigga Hall of Fame Yaddit all the time, man, and I'm like, yo, Lil Sam, I would have been able to gauge if he wanted to play football by the first time he got hit.
That's how I did with my son.
Word.
I seen Juju get smacked. I'm talking about backflip.
Sheesh.
Kid two grades older than him, and he popped right back up. I said, all right, he
Gucci.
He can play.
See, I'm gonna be mad. You hear my nigga? What? Like I don't have the, I got too much of a tap into my feminine energy to watch my nigga get hit.
To where you want to help him.
You feel me? Now on the court, if you fall or you get foul hard, that's different.
Yeah.
But football,
it's definitely different.
You can hear bones crunching,
You're gonna
cracking.
get hurt. That's the thing about football. You're gonna get hurt. It's like there's no getting around it.
See, and I ain't here for that.
At some point, you're gonna get hurt.
Facts. All right, okay, I got two more. I know you're a hip hop brother like me, hip hop head like me. 90s hip hop or 2000s hip hop before the bubblegum era? 90s. Easy.
Easy. What? That's where Illmatic dropped.
And that's your favorite album of all time.
That's it.
See, I told myself I wasn't gonna get into the rap conversation
Bible,
like
man.
that.
That's the Bible.
Okay, man. Listen, 2000s hip
That
hop
album
though.
changed my life.
Changed your whole life.
Cause I was 14 when I first listened to it, to it, to where I could, really just soak it in by myself.
Yeah.
And it changed my life.
Man, see, but Blueprint came out 2001.
Right, but we were. What's the thing? Like I said, we were aware. We knew what was going on. Illmatic dropped when I was like 7, so soaking that in at 14. Is a different type of like. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like, and it blew my mind. Like, it's one of those albums that blew my mind. And it's only a few albums that just blow my mind.
You know,
Kanye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that album blew my mind.
That nigga was really going crazy on there. You know what's wild about Illmatic, bro? And I don't want nobody to try to pull my rap card. I've never listened to Illmatic front to back. I was never a Nas, like hip-hop, growing up hip-hop wise, like you talk about loving the beats. I love West Coast music because the beats was knocking. I'm a lyricist, so of course I tapped into the New York energy, but I just love that energy on the West Coast, man. And it was like party. It was up. Wu-Tang, I didn't really jump all the way into Wu-Tang.
I wasn't, because they were like, you had to either be all in or, you know what I'm saying? Because they were like a cult movement. Like, one of my cousins was a Wu-Tang fan, and I like Wu-Tang, but I don't like it like you like it. So I'm going to stay out of it. But individually, like Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, I play that.
Snap.
Every year, I get ready for any project listening to that. That's a classic.
That's your game. That's your game day.
It's one of my favorite albums of all time. Is the Purple Tape. So
I like that. Okay.
As far as just Wu-Tang collectively, though, I wasn't just on it like that because I wasn't a Wu-Tang head, and you really had to be that.
See, and I wasn't either. And I think my favorite Wu-Tang song was the Fantasy Remix with ODB. That shows you how big of a Triumph was ill. I love Triumph. Triumph was one of them joints, man.
Because Deck went the fuck off on that. He just went
she was
crazy.
Different. She was different.
All them niggas can go though. Ghost got some classic shit that I just gotta have, in the playlist. But RZA's beats is crazy.
RZA's nasty.
You know what I'm saying?
Method Man is one of my
And
favorite rappers.
they inspired me. Like, even though I wasn't a woo head, as far as like putting together the Wichita shit, like I've always said for some years, it's like somebody need to RZA some shit. Somebody needs to like. It's like, damn, I can't
You
wait
did
on
it.
somebody.
You did that shit.
We need to RZA some
You
shit.
can RZA some shit. We're gonna get into the RZA some shit. I got one more either or question. Rellie or Cuh?
Rellie Cuh.
Rellie Cuh.
We got to drink to that.
We got to drink to Rellie Cuh.
All my relatives and my cousins, man. That's what it is.
I like that. Whoo, that Don Julio is spicy. Sheesh. You know what's ill? I'll be wearing my Rellie Cuh shirt a lot. It's fire. It's one of my favorite joints. My wife finds it funny. She's like, that's just so funny to me. And I'm like, because you got to understand the breakdown. She's like, I get it. It's like it just rolls off the tongue different. Like Rellie Cuh. What inspired that type of energy, man? Because that's very like, that's some connection and unity type things. And everybody ain't in a situation where they can even proclaim that out loud and stand on that without there being some strife or issues.
Just loving your environment, loving your people, loving, like, when you really got people on both sides, if we talking just the whole gang culture, when you really got people on both sides and you just really are a neutral nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you just see it from a different perspective. So if I got a platform where I'm speaking, I have it don't matter how big it is. If I have a platform to be saying what I'm on, the neutral shit, we all, related relatives and cousins. Like, I gotta brand that. I gotta push that, and I gotta stand on it because that's what I'm about. That promotes life. You know what I'm saying? So,
come on.
And I have kids. What kind of environment do I want them growing up in? It's like, so why would I steer them to and promote anything other than that?
Yeah, I like that energy, man. I'm big on Rellie Cuh too. I got in a song where I say, I got homies for this Vice Lord shit, GDs too. Like, it's a real thing, man. And I think it takes you got to be solid to be able to stand on them type of situations, man. Because a lot of brothers get caught up in, where they align with, and I fully understand and even respect and appreciate the foundation of gang culture. I think now some folks have gotten, some people, I don't want to say that wrong, but some people have gotten like loose, right? I don't think there's not a lot of codes out there.
Yeah, I don't fault them for the ignorance, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Just having a different perspective, it's just you see it different and, push that line, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
Just like the same way they pushing that line, you push another line.
Yeah.
And stand on it.
Come on and stand on it strong, man. Stand on it strong. Circling back real quick, you talk about RZA and some shit. The Outside remix went crazy. My dog Freddie Howe was on the show, and he felt a certain way about being left off of it.
Valid.
Valid. Oh, say that shit.
Super valid.
Question I got, man, is, and I know I was part of it. I kicked the joint off, which I'm extremely appreciative and honored. How did the lineup come about? What made you decide, okay, this I'm gonna reach out to get on this remix because we about to go crazy?
Really, to me, it was like, who have I worked with? Like, who have I have a genuine relationship musically that I respect for this? That I'm not just like, it's not just, I didn't want it to feel just like a gimmick. Like, I just got a bunch of niggas that rap on a song. Like, nah, it's real simple because I fuck with these niggas.
Word.
So some people reached out to me and, like, we just haven't linked before. I like to make music that's genuine. Like, I want to, we got to know each other. We got to just have some type of vibe. So those were the artists that I respected, that I'm a fan of. I'm a fan first. So I'm a fan of all these people that are on the song. And that was just, it just made it simple like that.
I like that. Listen.
But Freddie definitely was deserving, and it was, it's different reasons why that shit went over my head. But yeah, he definitely hit me up when the original dropped. So I don't know. I did reach out to XV, and we couldn't get X on there. So maybe that's why I maybe like just that shit went over my head. Like, maybe I don't want it to feel, make it awkward. Like, all right, well, I hollered at X and then didn't holler at Freddie or something. So, but
he said no, so now I'm reaching out to him.
Exactly. Maybe something like that. But I didn't look at it that deep to where. But Freddie he's more than deserving. Like I said, from the jump, he was one of the ones that I looked at. Like, yeah, I'm not ready yet. These niggas is for real. I'm a fan of them niggas.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, but. definitely Freddie deserved to be on that remix.
I like that. I like that. Shout out to the Outside remix, man. I think my verse is my favorite verse. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man,
Let me
set it
think.
off.
Let me think.
Set
Let me
it
think. I'm
off.
trying to think through it. Steel's verse was crazy.
Yeah.
Still might be my favorite verse.
Seeing Still perform that in the studio was crazy too. Like
That nigga's different.
yeah, so
Nigga's different.
he's real animated with it. So
Very
yeah.
much so.
And that's the thing though. A lot of people had they different vibes, and that was the whole point. Like it's something for everybody. Like everybody
on,
came
man.
with it to where it's like like I like this vibe. I like this vibe. I like this.
Yeah.
This is dope. Like
That energy.
yeah, it's fun, man.
It's dope in the town, like, cause the Wichita Renaissance is real. The arts are like at a higher level. The hip hop is at a higher level, right? Niggas talk about unity, and they be like, "Don't nobody get along." Like, no, rappers, like, we really fuck with each other. I think more so than any other generation of artists, right? From shows we did the Samuel David and Friends joint, hella folks y'all pulled up, right? Which is all love. You put together the Outside remix, hella people pull up. It's different love. And what I love about the town is that niggas live like 5-15 minutes away from each other, but we don't really sound like each other. Everybody's got a different
for real.
thing they pull from.
For real.
For you, what's like who informed your rhyme style or patterns, and then you kind of morphed it into your own thing? Like who
was my influence
who was your
coming
influence?
up? Man, I listened to everybody, so it was a little bit of everything. Jay, Nas, Big, Pac, 3-6 Mafia is my all-time favorite. So yeah, they had an influence. T.I., Lloyd Banks, like just 50,
Talk that.
like,
Come on, man. Yeah.
anybody that I'm supposed to respect. That's who I was listening to. Like I've collected music. Like I had a whole, when you had the books, the CD books. Like nobody had more music than me. Like,
Mine was kind of
I
crazy.
listened to everything. Like every Tuesday, I would walk to, to the CD stores. Back where you could still listen to the album.
Come on, man.
And I would listen to the first 15 seconds of the beat.
Come on, man.
And run through the whole album, like not even listen to the lyrics. Like if the beat, if I heard enough songs where I like the beat, all right, I'm spending that $15 and I'm taking that.
And they got the bin with the singles in it.
Yeah, so my collection was crazy. So I listened to everybody. I was influenced by everybody.
That's fire.
Wayne's work ethic was crazy. So like everybody, bro. Everybody that I'm supposed to, that's who I was listening to.
Man, I would love to see your CD collection and compare it to mine. I don't even know where my CDs is at, man. But I was in Sam Goody, Camelot Music,
all that,
Justice
all that,
Fashions,
spending my last buck,
meal ticket.
my last buck.
Come on, man.
If you gave me $15, I knew where it was going.
Hey, you know the biggest thing that would make me mad? The only thing that would make me mad with music, when moms would make me get the CDs from Walmart, because the shits was always edited.
Nah, I wasn't fucking with none of that. When I first started, it was a struggle. Moms wasn't having it. Like I had to like sneak. I remember sneaking, listening to All Eyes on Me, like turning that shit down if I hear it coming. But yeah, I needed that ignorant shit.
That ignorant shit. Give me that
you
shit.
Get in trouble for this shit, bro. Like,
Facts.
Real shit. Like I need all that ignorance.
Man, how do you feel about the music your kids listen to? It's a question I ask because, man, I remember being 9 when Pac died, and I remember how I felt when Pac died, and then I think about the shit I was listening to that Pac was rapping about. Hit 'em up, toss it up, Hail Mary.
Were you overstanding what you was listening to?
I wasn't overstanding it. I had no clue what he was talking about, to what you were saying earlier, right? So when I hear Lil say, man, he'll play Polo G. My daughter loves Dirk, and I tell her we can't listen to that all the time because it's like sad, like because I can hear it, right? But how do you feel about the tunes that the kids are listening to these days, or is it a different level of respect for it because you know it's different? Though, hold on, it's different because these niggas got Google. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas got Google, bro. For real, like
that is a fact. That is a fact, but at the same time, it's like we went through it too with our parents. Like, they wasn't fucking with the shit we was listening to, and I just gotta respect it. Like, as a parent, if you doing your job at raising them, you know they gonna filter through that bullshit. Cause I was listening to Filth, bro. Like I'm listening. 3-6 Mafia, they're doing drugs every song. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I'm just influenced by what I'm hearing, my life should be going a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? I should be on a whole nother type of shit. But it's like my foundation from the parents.
That's
it
important.
Is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I know what my voice is to them. So listen 100. To whatever the fuck you want to listen to. I ain't scared of none of that overpowering nothing that I'm talking about.
100%.
It's all entertainment. They know that.
Come on, I like that. I like that. Man, I remember because we the generation that grew up on WWF Raw as well.
And I never fucked with it because I knew it was fake. It was too fake for me
Word?
to love.
I didn't know it was fake at first. Right? Like when NWO was going crazy and DX was going crazy. Some of that shit felt real.
I mean, I'm a fan. Of course, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, that's our air. Like, NWO went crazy. Like,
it went crazy.
We doing this.
Suck it.
Yeah.
The whole shaboing.
Yeah. So, yeah. But even though, like I said, like, by Wu-Tang, I couldn't fan out about wrestling.
Word.
Like, my cousin, he's on it every
On
Monday.
it.
You know what
See.
I'm saying? And I couldn't, since I wasn't that, I'm a step back.
Fall back.
Y'all got that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a casual fan.
Yeah.
Some niggas is casual at shit. I was a casual wrestling fan.
Man, I was a huge fan, bro. Like, the first time I heard about Head was watching wrestling. The nigga Al Snow had the theme. Head. Had no clue what it meant. Like, going back, like, if a nigga had Google back then, it would have been
okay,
hard.
I see what you're saying now.
It
Like,
would have
they
been
got
wild.
Google, so, like, the shit ain't going over their head.
Shit ain't going over their head. Like, niggas asking me questions, Daddy, what's this mean? I'm like, oh, well, here's what it is.
Yeah, you already on that.
Here's what it is, right? Like, so that's an important thing, man. I'm gonna take one more quick break. Not one more quick break. We probably got another quick break, but I'm gonna take a quick break. Highlight these sponsors, man. I said we're gonna get spicy. This tequila's, my chest is hot.
It's getting warm in here.
It's getting warm in here. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back. Big love. JRMortgage Group is a proud sponsor of Thinking Out Loud with Samuel David. JRMortgage Group is founded and based in Wichita, Kansas, and its sole focus is to offer its clients and referral partners the best mortgage experiences. Buy, build, and invest with JR Mortgage Group. With JR Mortgage Group, anything is positively possible. Give them a call at 316-247-9639 or visit the website at jrmortgagegroup.com. JR Mortgage Group Incorporated, offering personalized mortgage solutions, fast customized quotes, great rates, and service with integrity. Not all borrowers will qualify. This is not a commitment to lend. JR Mortgage Group is an equal housing lender. Again, JR Mortgage Group, jrmortgagegroup.com. All right, we back from break. You see it, I'm here with Blackout ICT, best rapper of the year, my dog Scooney. Got the new album coming out, Prime Real Estate. I hope I made the album, man. I see it's a double disc. I know we got a lot of work that we've put in. High key, we might have an EP that we could just drop.
That too.
I hope I made the album. No, I see it's a Kansas side and a Wichita side.
You definitely made the album.
Man, which side I make it to?
Well, the secret's out. Sam is definitely on the album.
Let's go. I like that.
Now, what side? It might be a little surprise.
Okay, I'll take that, man. I like surprises. So, I do my research, man. Before, even though you my mans, I got to do my research and dig these things up. And J Love is a hell of a manager. He even sent me some things. He said, we got to make sure we talk about this. Right? So we got to make sure we talk about this. So, of course, Plain J, we talked about that. We talked about that work history. Favorite rapper, your favorite rapper. All time. That's hard.
Plain J.
That's fire. I like that type of energy. Different. See, one of my favorite rappers, I think my favorite rapper of all time, and I still be getting verses from him. A lot of niggas don't know. I get verses into the phone. King Dunn, The Noise, is one of my favorite rappers.
See, it's different when you know them.
It's different when you know them.
And you know what they saying, like, and you see them perform it, and you just know their talent level.
Yeah.
So it's like I could see how niggas being crazy over Jay if like he's really been in the studio with Jay and seen Jay like really do that shit and get that shit off. Like Clark Kent be saying like, yeah, he's different. I've seen Plain Jay do some different shit. He's my favorite rapper.
I like that, man. I like that a lot. Let me ask you this, man, and let's see how spicy we get. This might be the first like rapper question that I've asked, because sometimes, I've had Freddie Howe on there, I had Chris Barnett on here, and them is my friends before music, right? Chris is one of my inspirations of hip hop. Freddie Howe, we've had a history, but you became my friend because of the music. I fucked with you because of the what you stand on, because it bleeds into the music. A lot of features, a lot of features on the album. Done a lot of features before even, right? Before this album. But I don't know, man. I feel like this is the first time niggas is like giving you your just due, right? Knowing that you've been at this thing since 2011. right? I jumped off the porch 2011. I got married, and then I was like, I'm gonna drop my very first project for real because that was just part of the thing. Like, yo, we here forever. I want to make sure she take my passion for real as well. But since 2011, we fast forward some years. Is it safe to say that niggas that's rocking with you now might have hit you with a cold shoulder before, or was the energy and the love always felt?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What is that like, man? Cause
It's
let me
really
sit
the
up a
stair
little bit.
route. It's really the stair route, but
Yeah.
it's really like the whole time. Like I said, Bean is my favorite, so it's like the whole time. Even though maybe I might not have been ready for it in my mind,
Okay.
this is what I've been. This is me.
100.
You know what I'm saying?
100.
The whole time I've been this.
Yeah.
I was, even though I airballed too at Utah, this is really me. Like, this is how I work. You know what I'm saying? This is how I compete. Like, this is how I watch. This is how I observe. Like, I really love this shit.
100.
So I've been this the whole time. So it's like, all right, the stair route.
Yeah.
So it's like when you know you done took the stairs, like at that point you don't have time to feel away over somebody overlooking you.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Like we talk about it, love talking. Like he know the niggas that I'll mention that I'll be like, yeah, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like over certain shit, just me being petty, just being the competitor.
That's what I'm gonna ask, man. Because
you slighted me then, so it's like I'm gonna feel a way about it. Like,
you feel me?
And I'm not gonna wear it on my sleeve, but it's like,
oh, I do. I'm very petty. I'm very petty in real life. Like, listen.
I ain't gonna wear it on my sleeve, so I'm gonna just be what they say, diplomatic with it.
Word.
So
it's niggas that may have slighted you before, knowing that you competitive, knowing you an athlete.
Maybe they not known that like that.
Okay,
because like I might not even wear that on my sleeve either. That I'm just on that type of shit. Cause I'm quiet. I'm just observing. Like you really got to know me to get these conversations.
100%.
Other than that, 100%. I'm in the cut with it.
In the cut, man. Tell me this though, because 20 tracks plus multiple projects.
Yeah.
I don't think I often hear you say like you that nigga.
I don't.
You just be rapping your ass off.
That's it. Just the work.
Knowing you competitive, like. And having J Love as a filter, as niggas might want to reach out, and I'm sure it's like, nah. What you said, you don't even wear it on your sleeve. So even when it comes to like being dismissive, like, nah, I ain't trying to rock with that nigga because he ain't shown me no love before, or is it like, let's get it popping and I'm about to go crazy on this verse?
That, but I think it's like once you get to a point where you in tune with yourself, you know what you about. It's like. You not even thinking about like, let me go crazy on this verse. It's like you're so confident in what you do, and like you just done already got the reps in. Like you already know you're gonna go crazy on that. Like this is what I do.
That's fair.
He's gonna have to go crazy.
That's fair.
And walking in like that, like if you know a nigga's gonna go crazy on your shit, that's gonna make a great song. Like,
yeah.
If you know, if I know I'm coming with this, if a nigga coming with what he need to come with to match this song is gonna be what it needs to be.
It's gonna be that shit.
That's just the mind state I go in. Like I don't feel no bitter way about none of that. Like, oh man, this nigga slighted me in the past, so let me treat him like this. Like it's really not. I love it so much. Like it's just like it's a game. Like okay, I'm playing this nigga tonight. Like I'm really this is really my league. You know
that part.
Like,
that part.
Like that. All right, the nigga hit 32. All right, you might have got my hit 28 tonight. But nigga, we went crazy. The highlights is crazy.
I like that.
It's just a competitive thing like that.
Man, I like that, Scooney. Man, I tell you, when there was a time when I was first getting this rap shit off, like I would be like, yo, whoever I'm on a song with, I gotta murder him. Now I just go in like, how can I help make this song that much better?
Definitely.
However,
it's in you.
It's in me.
It needs to be there.
I watched Michael Jordan's the documentary joint. I can't even think of the name right. The Last Dance. Yeah. And there's so many moments in there. And he's the best player, right? LeBron's my favorite player. He's the best player, right? During his time getting busy. And he's talking about the little things needed to motivate him.
And they don't even know it.
And they don't even know it. You find
that's
spaces where you,
okay. Like,
okay.
Yeah, what? I'm looking for that.
Okay.
Without you even know, I'm looking for that little type of shit to motivate me.
to
like,
fuel that fire.
It'll be the littlest shit. Like, you don't even know it, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
That. Like,
Listen.
taking that, that's pocketed. Yeah, it's gonna move me.
Hey man, some of my dopest.
You don't pass up none of them.
You can't, because it creates something different, right? Like it helps avoid complacency. I recognize some of my dopest moments have been from me finding the sliver of slight or doubt or I don't like the way you do that. So okay, let me turn it up.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
I'm not even waiting for it to hit me, then like feel it. Like, no, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that little thing. Like, yeah, that motivates me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep.
What's the last little thing that motivated you to do something big?
I mean, I don't even think it motivates me to do something big.
Okay.
I remember I had on we shooting the outside video or something.
Remix or original version?
I think it was the original.
Okay.
It was on my story, and somebody put like, "Man, you still rapping?" Like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like what? This is what I
What
do.
your buddy say? They sarcastically asking when the CD dropping.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I do. Like, what do you mean? Like, I roll out of bed and I still do everything you do.
100.
But this is what I do though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like little shit like that. Like, they might not even be coming at it like that, but it's just like little shit like that. Yeah, I'm not passing none of that. Like,
yeah,
I'm taking all of that. Yeah.
All of that. I like that energy. I like that energy.
I work better in a uncomfortable environment.
I love stress. I love stress to work. I love what you call it. Damn, I can't think of the word, but damn, that tequila's got me a little bit. But I like waiting till the last minute. Procrastination.
That's me.
It gives me a different type of energy because it's like, oh, this shit has to be done.
You got to perform.
Come on, man. I got to
get
to
this
that
off.
level. Yes.
You got to get this off.
That part.
That's funny you say that. I literally was just thinking about that shit. Like, why do I feel so comfortable procrastinating? Like, that's crazy. Like, every time I tell myself I'm not gonna wait till the last couple of weeks to drop this shit, and then what do? Wait till the last hours to drop this shit.
And then it drops.
It'd be like that.
Let me ask you this, man. Prime Real Estate dropping August 26th. Right? I'm on it. I've heard some of it. What's your favorite? I guess I ask it two ways, because we say top 5 rappers. Like niggas say the top 5, that's the best, and they be like, well, these are my favorites. What do you feel like is the best song on there? What do you feel like is your favorite song on there? And what do you feel like is the most important song on there?
Okay. The most important, just because it's off the top of my head, I would say No More Fades. Because it's just a deeper, real story that I wrote before a lot of shit happened that coincides with what I wrote.
Okay.
So it even looks like I wrote it after the fact some of these events happened. And that's just how I know, like, yeah, that's right on time. Like, that's just a timeless record. That's just how we live. Like, that's just
when it's real, it lasts forever.
Normal that we live in. But that will probably be the most important. My favorite, I'm not sure, man. One of my favorite verses, I say this, is Hondro. Hondro got a verse on there. That's one of my favorite verses. He went crazy on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of my favorite songs. That's tough, man. That's a tough question.
I like that. I like the tough questions. Okay. No worries.
I would say the intro on the Kansas side.
Intro on the Kansas side?
Yeah. Van Gogh Flow. That's what it's called. Van Gogh Flow. I'll say that's my favorite.
Okay. I like that energy.
Myself,
Solo dolo, going crazy.
Just getting some shit off.
I like that. Well, how many features you got on the album? What can we expect from the album? Because my goal is like this should be dropping the same day as the album, or if not before. But I definitely want to make sure that niggas know what they about to jump into or what they just jumped into.
How many features? I'm not sure. I would say maybe 20 features, maybe.
Okay.
Around there.
Going crazy.
Something like that.
I like that. And it's a double disc.
Yeah.
It's 2 joints.
It's two separate albums. So 13 tracks on each side. It's a Wichita side and a Kansas side. So
yeah.
And just like I said, I'm a fan first. Anybody on here, I'm a fan of, and I respect their craft, and they represent Wichita, Kansas to me.
Word.
And not saying this is everybody. Not saying I got everybody that's you know, does that. I'm just saying
For
these
sure.
are the niggas that I could touch, that I'm a
100%.
fan of, and they make dope music, and it made sense.
I like that. I like that. Prime Real Estate, double album, Wichita side, Kansas side. What inspired the title Prime Real Estate, or the concept even of Prime Real Estate?
The prime real estate, that's really just what I've been on. Like as an artist, being here where we don't really have a culture that's recognized by the big culture.
Okay.
Like I'm a foundation artist, so this is prime real estate to me. Like this is untapped water.
Word.
So, and it's a lot of talent here in my eyes. So
100%.
since I got a lot of features, it's like, you know, this is, I'm showcasing our prime real estate, and they're
Yeah.
all in their own little way. They're just tapping into that somehow,
Yeah.
some way. So it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
it's to me, it's just really is prime real estate. I'm trying to just put on Wichita, showcase the artists that that I think are dope, and they all got their own little collectives going on, and you know, it's prime real estate.
Prime Real Estate, baby. August 26th. Make sure y'all cop that on every streaming service and platform that's out there. Question I gotta ask, man, and you can't put yourself. You got a lot of features on there. I know you rock with different folks. I know it's different people that you may not rock with. Respectfully, just maybe it's not a relationship there. Who is your favorite artist to listen to from the town?
That's a tough one.
I like that. Two tough ones back to back. Let's
That is
go.
a good one. That is a good one.
I'll tell you mine while you
Who's
thinking.
yours?
Mine is Ado.
Ado's up there for sure.
Ado
makes
is
dope
like,
music.
he's
Ado-
my favorite. But
Ado is on prime real estate.
I like that energy. I like Ado, and I'm gonna say that every time I talk rap on here. But he's like, and I say, while you thinking, I say Ado because I really believe he represents this Wichita thing at the core, from the street tales, and it's not like a celebration of the streets. It's just a documentary of the streets.
Definitely,
And the nigga really be rapping.
he does.
Like, it's really fire. And there's if I've done a feature with anybody, it's because I respect and I appreciate their craft.
And
If I'm on a song,
and
like,
Ado's verse on the shit is so crazy because he like, without even knowing like this is what this was like.
yeah,
His verse is just like it just fits like right in, like
It's
it's
different.
on time. Like it was for another project, but when I'm putting prime real estate together, I'm like, damn, this verse like it's perfect. Like
Yeah.
and we just had to put it on this one, so
I like
he
that
came
energy.
with it. But man, I listen to everybody though. It's crazy. Like I listen to you, Dre, Smooth, Ado, Lucid, Blake. Man, I listen to all these. I listen to all y'all shit. Chris,
Yeah.
Hondro. Man, everybody. I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna make a list. Like I literally listen to everybody. That's just who I am. Like
100.
I'm like I said, I'm a fan first. Like you can pull up my iTunes. Like I got everybody's project. Like
Yeah.
anybody in the town dropping shit, I'm downloading it. I'm putting the ear to it.
That's fire.
But listening to the most, I don't know. That would be hard to say right now.
That's fair. That's fair. It was a random question I just thought. And I always tell myself I'm not going to get into the whole rapper conversation on the show because that's not exactly what it's about. But you get busy in this shit. So I just had to ask, like, who do you hold to that regard? So we're going to wrap up shortly, but I got a couple more questions I got to hit you with. So nah, the question that I've been asking folks, man, and it's really just on a elevation of the conversation because if you on the show, then that means I respect and I trust and I value what it is you provide this town, right? What you provide this world, and you are somebody that I truly believe is at that level. You got that voice, you got that work, that intellect that can definitely elevate folks, right? When we look at Wichita, not music perspective, just in Wichita in general, what is your favorite thing about this thing we call home?
That's it. That's it right there. It's home. Like that's all you ever gonna know is your home. Like you can't. Nobody can change their home. So why wouldn't you put on and not feel comfortable letting people know what molded you as a person?
Word.
Because you can't run from it. I don't care who you are. You can't run from your environment. And to me, like I said, this is untapped, potential right here. Like, we have so much talent here. Like, the Blackout Awards was crazy. Like,
Crazy.
it's like we not waiting on people to validate us anymore. Like, we're literally just putting ourselves on in our own little pocket, and if we keep doing that consistently, like,
Yeah.
people gonna catch on.
Come on.
Because we take it serious. The talent is here, and the quality's here. The work ethic's here. So
100.
it's only a matter of time. Like, just keep building the foundation. And I love my city. Like, I love the people that come out of my city. I love
Word.
being prideful about where I'm from. Like, it's just crazy. So I don't know why nobody else would be prideful about wherever they come from.
I like that, man. This Wichita Renaissance thing is very sincere, man. Again, from the politics, we got folks that we can have conversations with and are connected to that are in office to change policy. We got folks that are connecting our communities from a corporate level, entrepreneurial space, a professional space, right? Shout out to Christina Long and the Create campaign, man. We got always shout out Rudy Love and Enjoy Fountain that are going out of town and bringing in some of those things they do.
Enjoy's crazy performance.
You feel me?
She go crazy.
Like, we really are elevating this thing. We got Bray going crazy with the movies. We got the arts going crazy. We got different athletes.
They're not
like,
waiting.
We're not waiting, right? And I really believe we at a space where nobody sees each other as in the way. I heard an ill quote that I've been using, quite frankly, in any conversation I could bring it up. But the young lady said, if I'm in your lane, it's not a competition thing. I'm just finding a way that if you crash or you get a flat tire, how can I help you change your tire if we in the same lane? And I really believe that's where we finally at. And we only at the base of that. We ain't even seen its full potential.
That's what I mean, being comfortable in yourself to where I can
100.
work with all these artists, and I know like they feel the same way. They gonna, like you said, I'm gonna bring it. You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying? Like, that's just me. So it's like if everybody's still comfortable working together and everybody's bringing they A game, like, the quality is gonna be there, the work ethic's gonna be there. People are gonna notice this shit.
100.
It's foundation.
Iron sharpen iron. Listen, okay. 2 questions I'm gonna ask you. In this life thing that you've been living, what has been the most impactful moment that's informed the way that you navigate the world, decision-making wise, thought process wise, action wise? What's been the most important or impactful thing that's happened to you as a black man?
Definitely when my son was born, my firstborn. Like, that just, the world slowed down a bit. Like, it really put it in perspective. Like, all right, I'm no longer the priority. It's not about me.
Yeah.
It's really about putting him in position now, just so he can be successful at whatever he wants to do. That, and just as far as life, maybe as far as recently, man, when Bean died, the world was put in another perspective. Like, nobody's, exempt to this thing called death. You know what I'm saying? So your time here, you can't take it for granted. So at that point, like, time became a little bit more valuable to me. Like, every conversation I have with my kids, like, I can't waste that, because my time here is not promised.
Come
You know
on.
what I'm saying? No matter who you are.
Real life.
So put in the work. That's what I'm saying. Like, with the no boundaries shit, like, I'm on my pyramid as big as I can get before I die.
Yeah.
As far as creation, knowledge, wisdom, shit I done learned, shit that I done passed on, like, I want to embody as much as I can. As much as I can, forever learning, you know what I'm saying? So
I like that. Forever learning and giving it away once you got it. Giving that shit away. Okay. Last question, and then I'm going to give you the floor one time for the one time. What affirmed to you that you was on the right track?
with the music?
With music.
When other people validate it. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be by yourself and thinking, yeah, I like this shit. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when other people sacrifice their time, because time is the most valuable thing you have.
Yeah.
It puts it in perspective. Like, all right, like, if they're willing to sacrifice their time, like, we're on the right track. Like,
I like
just
that.
head down, keep working. Like, people are fucking with this shit. Like,
Word.
your success is not measured by anything else. Because at the end of the day, y'all know the sacrifices y'all put in. Y'all know the work, where you came from, where you at now. So
Yeah.
look at it like that.
Come on, man. Oh, you preaching. You preaching. All right, man. Before we part, is there anything you want to leave the people with?
Rellie Cuh, man. Relatives and cousins, no boundaries. We prime real estate, Wichita, Kansas. We just building a foundation, man. And shout out to Sam, man. I love what he's doing with this podcast.
Thank you.
He's the one for it, most definitely.
That's love.
The voice, one of the biggest voices of the city. Oh, been that MC. That's why he let off the remix.
Come on, man. I received that. I received that energy. Nah, but man, I got to tell you, Scooney, I appreciate again you taking your time. I appreciate J Love connecting this thing. We was gonna get together whether J Love was involved or not. I just got to give him his props because he do his job. He do his thing to the max.
I just want to rap.
But man, I appreciate your humility. I appreciate the way you stay humble, but you also go in with that killer attitude at everything you do, bro. Like you really are one of them, and not just from a music perspective. You are a man of stature. You're a brother that I respect. I can look to, like if I know, hey, I need something done or I want to do something, and if you're involved in it, I know it's going to be at the highest level. So I appreciate everything you offer. You provide to this town. You provide to the universe. Please don't slow down, my nigga.
Appreciate you.
The biggest love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Peace, big love, even bigger blessings. This has been Thinking Out Loud with my dog, Scooney. I didn't ask you this question.
What's up?
Can I debut your new music video?
For sure.
With Smooth?
Trillmatic.
Trillmatic. Q Trillmatic.
Yeah, hold on. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk about it. Ooh, that boy a critic, yeah, he talk too much. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk about it. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk too much. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk it, he don't live it. Ooh, that boy a critic. Ooh, that boy a critic. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talking, he don't live it. Ooh, that boy a critic. Yeah, I know. How you never there, but be the first to offer commentary. I mean, nobody asked you. All your conversation is voluntary. And you talking to yourself, playing with yourself, solitary. I mean, it kinda makes sense if this talk increased your monetary. But you out hating for free, you do that shit so well. Next time you speak on me, say my name, it ring bells. You know me, I don't need no introduction in this bitch. You know me, I'm the one that keep it jumping in this bitch. Young OG, streets gave me that name. I was honored. I be walking how I talk it. When I walk it, got them bothered. I don't understand, dog. I really took it farther. I gave niggas the game. Plus, I'm a really great father. Oh, he think he Cisco. Oh, he think he E-Bird. First it was all love, now he Brutus to my Caesar. First it was all love, now he Judas to my Jesus. Praying on my downfall, you're such an overachiever. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk about it. Ooh, that boy a critic, yeah, he talk too much. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk about it. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk too much. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talk it, he don't live it. Ooh, that boy a critic. Ooh, that boy a critic. Ooh, that boy a critic, he just talking, he don't live it. Ooh, that boy a critic.